you guys finish at the Sphinx Emporium, you all head back to the tavern. Unless you all want to do anything else.
Nah, let's go back to the tavern.
What time is it?
It's approaching 3:30 or so. You all were, by the time you all went there, tried all the potions, mentally recover. It's probably closer to 3:30.
Okay.
Mentally recovered. Yeah.
You all mentally recovered.
I turned into a
I
lizard
need you
folk.
both to make a perception check for me.
Okay. 14.
Okay, that's definitely the way.
That's on the side.
That's on the side. Natural 20.
You see all.
Plus 6 is 26, so natural 20.
Taladria, oh my goodness. What? I have so many names.
Ta-ta-ta-ta.
That they come from like all different kinds of places. Talavin. I'm gonna get this right, and it's going to be fine. Talavin, you notice this first as you are kind of leading the charge. Zoom's kind of like walking behind, kind of still looking a little bit bashful, but you know, he's a couple of gold richer. Hopefully you all shared that with him.
Yes.
Everybody got 200 gold, and then we each got 25 gold from him.
I already added that.
Okay. Yeah, so he feels a little bit richer, but he's beginning to wonder whether or not all of the effects were worth it. You are heading up and around the corner, and what you notice first, Talavin, is there is a strange contraption outside of the inn, or the tavern.
Oh no. What is it?
It's attached currently to a cart, and there's a horse kind of hitched outside. And it kind of catches your eye. It's this, almost looks like this chandelier-like contraption.
Are you kidding?
What?
Nothing. Okay.
Okay, Nora. Don't act so weird.
What? Nora? Nora doesn't know anything. Of course not.
Nora, you also notice this, and eventually Zoom kind of taps on both of your shoulders and kind of points and kind of shrugs.
Yeah, and I'm like,
Gee, I wonder what they could be.
You all get closer and closer, and you notice that it's ratcheted down to this cart. It's very secure. As you kind of look, there look to be what look like jars. Currently, all of them are empty, but in different places, looks like there are these jars, or places for them, attached all over this contraption. And on the inside, there's actually a seat, and several very long, tube-like cords on the inside.
I know what it is.
Don't you shake your head at me!
what the hell?
We're on a different continent.
What is it?
It's Nessie.
Is there a problem?
No.
A Nessie?
Nora doesn't know anything. No.
Nora doesn't know anything.
Now my other
Right.
character
Woman, I rolled a 26. I need more than this.
knows all about it.
Well, no, this is just your perception. This is like from a distance, this is what you see, and as you get closer, these are all of the things you notice.
Okay.
What you also notice is that as you glance in through the window, both Jacob and surprisingly Wyatt are talking with a hooded individual. Well,
Okay.
mostly hooded. Whoever it is, looks like there's this kind of mess of braids and partial dreads, shaved on one side of the head. Looks to be female human, wearing long white robe-like outfit. It does have a hood, but the sleeves have been cut off. It is white all the way down past her knees. Do you go in?
Yes.
You all are gonna go in, and you see Jacob and Wyatt both kind of talking with this individual, and what catches your eye immediately, also with your 26 perception, is she is covered in tattoos. Along her wrists.
Oh, you said Nessie? He's just...
along her
Nessie.
arms.
The tattoo lady.
Some of them are in swirls.
Sorry,
Some of
that
them
was
have
so Sophia.
that you can't really discern. Just all up and along her arm, just all of these intricate designs, all of them different colors, different swirls. And you can also see, like, peeking out from underneath of her neck, she also has some some tattoos kind of leading down. You can probably figure there are tattoos probably over the majority of her body.
What color are these tattoos? Are they different colors?
They're all different colors. There are some blue ones, there's some black, there are green, there are red. Pretty much name any color and it's somewhere on her body.
Yes.
I don't know why you're reacting like this.
Oh, yes, we know nothing about this.
I know nothing about this.
what's her
I've
name?
never heard anything
What's this
about
one?
this person.
As you all enter, her head kind of pops over to the side, and she steps over, and you can see she's probably about like 7.5, 5'8". Has these kind of golden eyes. She just kind of looks over, and you hear Jacob actually saying, "Oh, you two! We have been having the most wonderful conversation with." Hang on, what did you say your name again was? As her hands are kind of shoved in her pocket, she kind of gives this a little bit of a sassy lean back, swaying over to one side.
Oh dear God.
Just call me Nessie. And she holds out.
Nessie?
Yes. Nessie.
Sorry. Sophia note taking
Yes, I
makes
guess
strange faces.
we walk over since they couple to us. Okay.
She holds out her hand for you to shake.
Okay. I'll hold my hand out and shake it.
She shakes your hand. And you are
Nora.
Nora. Nice to meet you.
And I'm Talavin.
Oh, nice to meet you. And who's this gentleman? He kind of
This is Zoom.
nods and kind of points. Like, ah. She shakes his hand. It actually gives a couple of signs. In that exact moment, his eyes kind of widen. He kind of gives a couple of signs back. He's like, figures. You all have been traveling with these two shenanigan winemakers, I hear.
A little bit.
Like, hey, don't give us a bad rep over here.
I mean, you're already winemakers. Don't you already have a bad rep?
Don't you already want
That's not fair. Kevin calls out. And his cheeks are a little bit pink.
Jacob or Wyatt? Jacob?
Jacob. Wyatt just, he seems more relaxed. And he doesn't seem very tense. He's just kind of, this is the most relaxed you've seen him.
Okay, so then, obviously, so also via my perception, do they seem to have already know each other?
It seems like they've had some kind of run-in in the past, yeah.
Okay. So, what are you in town for?
I'm actually getting ready to head south. There's a huge thing going on down in South Rafflesia, and I think I ought to be a part of it.
What do you do? Is that contraption out there yours?
It is, actually. I am a little bit of a nomad, so pardon the overall attire. That is actually the contraption I use to give tattoos.
I immediately look interested.
I'm like, yes, I actually did all of my own. She kind of shows off her arm.
They're gorgeous.
Thank you. I had to have someone to practice on, so naturally.
You can practice on me? I don't say that. I'm sorry. I'm getting too excited. Too excited to get the tattoo. I want one. I'm gonna get one. I don't care how much money it costs. I want it.
What are you all in town for? I mean, other than traveling with these hooligans.
We're just traveling north for now, and it was convenient to travel in a larger group.
Makes sense. Definitely the right area for it. Lots of strange people running around these days.
Large animals these days.
That too. Definitely that too. How long are you going to be staying in town for?
Maybe a day or two. Yeah, we have a little side thing we're gonna do in a couple of days, but a couple of days.
Oh?
Yes.
Yeah.
Not much of a talker, I see. She kind of taps you on the shoulder.
Yikes.
Yeah, it's just a little side thing for a friend.
Well, you must be a pretty good friend. Anyway, I just came by, coming to consume the rest of your evening, and Jacob's like, no, you should stay. Like, one of our best customers. Like, you gotta stay. Dinner's on us.
Oh! That's where the wine came from.
What are you talking about?
Campaigns have never collided before. That's where the wine came from. Okay.
And Wyatt at this point kind of looks a little bit bashful. At this point, she kind of points over and is like, I don't know if you've ever had any of this wine, but he is an excellent craftsman. He kind of looks over and kind of gives him a wink, just red in the face, pulls up the hood.
Oh, he's bashful.
And looks away just bashful. And she's
I see. Wait a second. No, never mind.
Anyway.
I've actually had some of his wine. It is quite immaculate.
Which kind?
I think it was one of their newer ones, the raspberry and white chocolate. Have you tried it?
Oh, no, I had the truffle. It's the truffle and white chocolate. That's the one that I actually have with me.
You should try the raspberry and white chocolate. It is delectable.
She kind of looks over at them and they're like, we are, like, hey, we have to go back and get some more, if that's the case. She's like, I'm going to hold you to that. Well, at any rate.
But no, join us. We were about to grab a bite to eat if you'd like to join us.
I don't want to intrude. Kind of points over and it's like, if you all are traveling together, I mean, I understand there's a certain camaraderie that comes with different groups.
No, really, join us.
Make a persuasion roll.
I want to talk about tattoos.
I'm so confused.
20, unnatural 20.
She kind of looks, folds her hands kind of behind her back, kind of, and seeing her in full front now, before you were only able to see behind, she's not actually wearing a shirt, she's just wearing kind of this crop top covering her chest. And you can see her midsection in her upper chest is exposed, even though this overall, like kind of a top coat, as it were, is sleeveless. She's wearing kind of these high black boots that come like right below her knee, which is kind of like where the jacket cuts off. And just kind of these almost almost these crimson colored pants. They're a little bit bulky, a little bit kind of swishy, as it were. But as chilled as it's been, she doesn't seem to be affected by the cold.
Does she look like human? Like, is she human?
Yeah, she looks human.
I like wave towards like an empty booth. Is there an empty booth in the tavern?
Yeah, easy enough. There's an empty booth over the side.
Okay, I like wave her over and I was like, no, join us.
Well, as long as you're offering. I wouldn't want to intrude, but very well. And she kind of gestures over to the two guys and she's like, okay, you two. Kind of points over, as long as you give me that wine, I'm buying. They're both kind of look a little bit eager, like, ooh, like we're going to have to really deliver on this, like, kind of that panic business look of, can we afford the volume of this? Ooh. But you all kind of go over and sit down. It's kind of a deeper booth, so with a little bit of finagling, you're able to comfortably seat yourselves. Wyatt almost wants to sit on the inside, and then sees how many women there are, and elects to sit at the very end.
Aww.
Not to get trapped in between anybody.
That's probably a good idea.
Don't want to get trapped next to her.
No.
So it's going to start to drool.
I'm taken. Man who's thousands of years old.
Figment of imaginations.
On your camera, it looked like I'm just a head. I'm like, yee. Is that how it looks on your camera, Madison?
Yeah, that's it.
Just a head. Wee!
Hey, bobbing along. You all sit down, and dinner isn't served for another couple hours, but Nessie goes ahead and orders actually one of their bottles of wine and has the raspberry and white chocolate delivered to the table. 2 bottles.
I will drink some of that. Only a little.
She uncorks it. Jacob uncorks the other one, and drinks kind of start flowing. So she's kind of tipping her drink from side to side. And she's like, so, I don't usually see, well, part of my bluntness, I'm kind of known for it, drow this far, topside. What's your story? Takes a sip.
We don't have a story.
Oh God, we don't have a story.
Oh, we're traveling together across country. We wanted to see some of the world and gather information.
And where have you been so far?
Not very far. We met
Not
up in
very far.
We met up in Willends, and this was our second town.
Oh, that dinky little town south of here. Ugh. Sorry you had to meet up there.
Yes. Well, there was plenty of sport in
Yeah,
the area.
what's his name?
Oh, God.
Nicholas. Does he still play with his tooth? I'm
Yeah.
dying
Well,
to know.
He may or may
Well,
not have those
he's-
teeth anymore.
He's
but
also dying to know.
Really? I'd like to shake that hand of someone who managed to knock those out.
I just kind of.
I start getting red in the cheeks, and I'm just like,
I must say, it was
Look at you.
was a very epic
See,
battle to watch.
Like the drop of the hat, she reads you instantly.
and I'm just like, oh God, that.
I'll not shake your hand again. I'm the one who knocked out his first tooth. Gives you a nice hearty shake. Kind of retracts her hand.
It was an interesting fight.
Why, from over where he is, and you can see like he's very pale by comparison, but he has a little bit of pink gathering right here. He goes, "That's one way to put it."
I kind of like look at him, and I'm like,
Kind
what
of
the?
smirks back a little bit.
It's too much.
She's tilting her drink from side to side.
What about you? What is your story? What got you into tattooing?
Oh, goodness. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. I'm actually from south of here, Afio Beyond. Traveled all over the world, saw things, did things, did a few too many things. And, well, I managed to acquire the skill from some old friends, I'll say. I haven't seen them in a while. It was kind of a group activity, as it were. So I managed to acquire the skill and thought, might as well take it out on the road.
I mean, you must be in high demand. In at least some places.
She takes a drink and sets it down. She's like, you would not believe the things that people want tattooed. And where they want them tattooed.
I can only imagine.
It's definitely interesting. Let's just say there are probably some people who, well, they wake up with the wrong name.
Yikes.
Takes another sip. Like, yeah, actually, yeah. It's these aren't like any other tattoos. I assume that's why you're asking.
I nod a little bit.
She focuses, and as she clenches her fist and rotates her arm, you watch the tattoos illuminate. All the way up her arm. Just for a second, this brief kind of rippling effect. I have very special tattoos. And people do come and travel far and wide for them.
I'm intrigued.
I'm sure. You ever been inked?
I have not.
Another sip? What was the first time?
There is.
Gateway. And you kind of see her kind of like bump playfully into Jacob.
What about these two? Have you ever inked on them?
Jacob at this point kind of He's like, don't answer that.
Oh, please do.
Don't answer that. And Wyatt at this point just kind of,
Oh, now you must.
I don't want to. No.
Oh,
No.
yes, please.
He at least starts kind of closing off a little bit.
Oh, you can get as closed off as you want to know.
What's the seating order?
Nothing too naughty.
Hold on, what is the seating order? I want to know who we're all sitting next
Because
to.
Wyatt's at the end.
Yeah, Wyatt's at the far end. Zoom is on the same side as you guys. So there are 6 of you total. So it's you, it's Nora, Talavin, and
Zoom.
Zoom.
And then on the inside it's Nessie, Jacob, Wyatt.
Okay.
So I'm across from...
Nessie. I'm across from
I'm
Jacob.
across from Nessie. Okay.
And then Zoom's across from
I have
Wyatt.
to just shuffle my mental thing. Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
Jacob looks over at them and is like, it's not that naughty. It's just on his hip.
Oh.
And at that point, he looks like in between, like, trying to make her be quiet and also realizing that she's a really good customer. So, like, he's caught in this, like, in between of. And so he lets it go and he just takes whatever wine is left in his glass and he just takes it as a shot and pours himself some more and he's rubbing his eyes. Wyatt is just kind of looking down at you like, don't worry, I'll talk about yours.
Are you sure? I can't change your mind?
Oh no, look at him. He's so cute when he gets embarrassed. And he is pulling his hood a little bit further down. He's like, it's not cute.
Oh, I think it is. I think it is.
Shoving his arms kind of further underneath. Zoom is kind of getting a little bit more pink in the cheeks as he's kind of like, he's like watching it swirl. He's just had a little bit of a rough day and he's like swirling and he's bleeding mostly. But he kind of offers his drink over to Wyatt who just pours half of Zoom's drink into his own and kind of pushes it back and just keeps drinking.
But no, really, this tattoo for Jacob, please tell.
And he's like, no. She's like, no, don't worry. You're going to have to find it for yourself. And at which point Jacob actually lays his head on the couch.
Oh, no.
Wait a second. Wait a second.
Like your other one. And he goes off.
And I just kind of like, my eyes go a little bit wide. I'm just like,
Guys get a little bit shy when certain tattoos are mentioned. It's alright. It's fine. At any rate, what kind of tattoo would you be interested in? I didn't do special tattoos. Keep in mind though, they're a little bit expensive.
They're very expensive. Like how expensive? Like, I think it's like 1,000 or 2,000.
Not that I doubt your wealth or anything, but
For the gym dust.
out of curiosity.
I'm gonna have to make some money real quick.
Nora doesn't know that.
I'm gonna have to make some money. I don't know. I haven't really seen anything that is yet to catch my eye. Do you suggest anything?
Well, it just depends. I mean, you can get a normal tattoo, which, you know, depending on the size, can be anywhere between 100 to 300 gold. You know, again, depending on the intricacy. A simple outline can be between 50 and 100. But for something a little bit special, and she, at which point, kind of like pulls back her collar, and you can see something you didn't realize you could read, which says faith in Celestial.
Interesting.
But you look at it, and you almost have to blink because you couldn't read it before. You've never seen this language before, and yet you understand it.
Oh, because I don't know. Oh, okay.
Okay.
And Nora, you see this,
I can't read it yet.
and it's weird. You blink a couple times, and almost with each blink, it flashes. You think maybe it's maybe it's the wine, maybe it's something else, but you blink, and it's almost like the letters blur, and then you can read it.
I'm not awakened yet. That's why I need to go to sleep.
Like something, you know, something simple like that. But if you want something enhanced, like this right here is actually ruby. Ruby dust.
Oh. Do continue.
Something like this actually helps me get a little bit stronger. You know, not that I don't have the muscles to take care of things as it is. She kind of grins and she's like, something like this actually costs between labor and the actual materials 2,200 gold. Now, if you supply the materials yourself, you know, if you happen to have a gem that's worth, say, 18 to 2,000 gold, all of a sudden it would just be my labor involved in it. But if I'm the one supplying these, I obviously have to go find these things. I have to procure them. I have to negotiate deals. That takes time and effort and coin, and it's easier if everyone else supplies.
We need to become
Takes a long
dwarves.
drink and set it back
In a
down.
mine, in a mine, in a mine, in a mine, or a million diamonds shine.
What song is this?
From Snow White.
I've never watched Snow White. I don't.
What? Okay.
That did trash. No.
Tragic, tragic.
We dig for rubies for the strength. Sorry.
And she looks, and she actually shows a different one, this time kind of pulling
Oh.
her shirt a little bit. And it's emeralds. It looks green. It's this bright, vibrant green. And she's like, this makes me a little bit more flexible. It's not the only one I have in this color, too.
Ha ha ha.
She kind of shows along her neck, she's like, this. And you can see now it's kind of like this shimmering white. Almost clear. She's like, this helps me with the hangovers in the morning.
Constitution.
She points
I
to
chuckle.
another head of green. She says, this makes me a little bit more street smart. Points to her other side, this makes me a little bit more book smart. Shows like this bright aquamarine swirling around her arm. And she's like, I have a few others, but it would be indecent for me to show here. That help me in case someone tries to spontaneously combust my body. Or freeze it. She takes it and takes another
I feel like there's a story behind that one.
There are stories behind all of them. There's not enough wine for that.
Well, maybe one day.
Sets her drink down and pours another. Anyway, I'm hoping to make a killing whenever I go down south. Those university students have a lot of things going for them, and foolishness is certainly one of them. You wouldn't believe some of the ones that they get. Some of them, you know, instruments forever, and they get the name of some sweetheart.
I roll my eyes and I'm just like,
Alright, did you restart?
Yes, I did.
No.
Oh. But yeah, they're very expensive.
Yes.
Afraid of it.
And it's unfortunate that they do have to be so expensive, but otherwise, how am I able to enchant these? How am I able to mutter the correct incantations?
I understand.
No, truly.
There's
It
cost
is-
for everything, and this just happens to be a significant amount of gold.
It is a singular art. I'm sure there are not just too many out there.
No, actually, it's very rare art. One that usually you can only find on the mainland. That's why I decided to take up and travel.
It's smart. How long are you in town for?
Oh, I'm just going to be staying here for one night, or as soon as these two get me the rest of the bottles that I ordered. I managed to get some of them over there on my cart, and she kind of glances over. Yeah, it's still there. Like, I've been here a few too many times. They know when to not bother my stuff. They made that mistake only twice.
Side question for the DM, please.
Yes,
How much is a platinum piece worth?
10.
a platinum is 10 gold.
That's it?
It's all 10s.
Yeah.
Oh, that's poop.
I know.
I was hoping there was gonna be worth more.
If you really, really want a tattoo, you can borrow my money.
I don't want to use your money, Mackenzie. I might, but I don't know yet. Hold on, can I? I don't know. Because I used that, so I have these. Okay, hold on, let me math really quick.
And she looks over at you, Nora.
Yes, you talk to
Keep it
her.
on quiet.
Oh,
How do you say we play a game? She kind of perks up a little bit, and stares at you.
it's not Boulder Parchment Shears, is it?
No, but I do like that one Jacob, whose head has still been on the counter this entire time. He leans up and it's like, she always wins. He puts his head back down. It's like, only because you're easy to read. No, it's, well, it's a little bit of an insight game. I
Alright.
make a guess about something, and if I'm right or if I'm wrong, I take a drink.
What's in it for me?
What do you want?
Wait, do I get to play? Or is she just playing with Nora?
You're mathing.
Oh, I'm done mathing now.
You're counting all of your gold pieces and just having this conversation
Maybe
with Nora.
a tattoo
But you can
discount?
jump in here in a second. Huh?
A tattoo discount?
So if I'm wrong, you get a discount?
Yes, a small percentage for each time you're wrong.
I like the way you think.
Damn,
Okay.
she's sly as hell over here.
This for you.
Takes the wine bottle, kind of pours, levels it off. She's like, you don't have to drink if you don't want to, but it kind of makes things a little bit more fun if you slides the bottle over.
Do you want me to drink for you?
No, I'll do it. I'll take the shots.
Oh, you sure? I can do it for you.
It's fine. I'm playing a game. Okay.
She pours, the rest kind of sets it down. She's gonna do an insight check on you.
Ah, okay. Why me?
Because you're over there being silent.
I was letting you do your. I mean, my other character talks to Nessie all the time, so just thought you might want an experience talking with Nessie.
Oh, sorry, take these over here. One sec.
What are you doing? Are you getting Nessie's character sheet?
I am.
Okay.
I can't remember which part I put it
I
at.
have an okay constitution.
She gets a 23.
I don't have that good of a
Do I roll against it?
If you want to be deceptive, if you want to try and disguise yourself, you can. Feel free to.
Does she ask her question first?
No, she just looks at you.
I'm not gonna try to. Well, I have my hood up still. I forgot to mention that. I never said I took it down. I'm keeping it up.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, I just kind of meet her eyes. I'm like, because my eyes are like, I describe them as washed out blue. So they're like very, very pale blue, which is unusual for drow.
You're very pale blue. You
Mm-hmm.
can see her golden eyes just kind of meet yours, and she kind of just.
She probably has the same color eyes I do.
What'd she say?
As she looks at you, you just kind of have this like feeling kind of wash over, and you almost want to sink back, like, oh. You felt like an only child. Left alone on your own, to your own devices.
Yes.
But you had a lot of siblings.
Yes, that is true. Yes.
Drink.
Wait, yeah, I just kind of like, I'm like, oh, wow. Insightful.
Wyatt at this point is like, you shouldn't do this. You shouldn't do this. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Oh God.
I'm like, I have a lot
She
of
does an
line.
insight check on you.
Okay, I take the shot.
You take a nice long drink and you kind of set it down. She gets a 26 on the next one.
Ah!
What the hell?
How does she have
Rolls
advantage?
her fingers and she kind of leans in a little bit and she kind of looks at you and she says, "You're of two households."
That is not the good poker face, Mackenzie.
Well, that's Mackenzie doing it. Gosh, did my face get red? It looks red from here. I don't want to do red. Like, yes, that is true. You can probably
Drink.
tell from my
She looks
slightly
at you
odd
for a second.
features. I take another drink. How long does this game go?
18. You try and disguise anything? Feel free to disguise as you wish.
Well, yeah, sure.
16
Well, how do I like deception or something?
Yeah, you can try and neutralize yourself and kind of
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna neutralize
Try
myself.
and be deceptive. Okay, yeah, go
I'm
ahead.
gonna kind of like roll my
After
shoulders
the
back.
first two, you're a little bit shaken by her accuracy, how quick she's able to pick up on things.
I didn't tell her anything.
I know. Okay, I'm gonna do the deception to try to neutralize my features.
Okay, go ahead and do deception.
Okay. 12.
What's your deception?
That is plus my deception. Yeah.
As you try and neutralize your features, she just gets this grin on her face.
She's getting to
She
me.
looks at you and she says, "You're trying to hide from something, but you don't know what it is."
I pick up the shot.
And I look over immediately and I'm like, learning new shit, okay? Learning new shit.
And she looks over at you. "Don't worry, you're next."
I can't roll another deception for that one. No, I already said it to you.
Yeah, you already took this.
You can roll it up. She's gonna do one more. That is 28.
How did she get so high? I'm rolling deception.
It's Madison. She was chopping up.
Deception? No, 13. I'm like, by this time I'm getting a little bit panicked. I'm like, is she gonna say something about Jasper? Like, I'm thinking that in my head. I'm like,
At this point,
Can I make a perception check on Nora?
You can do an insight on her.
Just-
I'm watching all of this, and she's trying to like kind of keep everything, but you can do an insight on her.
19.
19. With each statement Nessie makes, she kind of seems to get a little bit more guarded. And you begin to wonder, like, is this true? Is everything she's saying true? I mean, you know her past, you know, like, a lot of her history. And this time, she actually reaches down, kind of pulls out a little bit of, a little slip of parchment and writes something down. Rolls it up and slips it over to you.
what does it say? I slide it over and I just look. Why did I agree to this? For money. I open it.
Written in Sylvan
Ah!
is
I don't know
Nora
Sylvan.
Love.
Is what?
Something you cannot understand.
Okay, but I see the shock on her face, right?
Wait, what was the rest of it?
It says the main statement is "you're in love," and then underneath is with something you don't understand.
With something that you don't understand?
Yeah, with something you don't understand.
With my insight check, what do I see register on her face as she reads
What's
this?
your insight?
It was 19.
That was for before. You
Oh,
told me
let me.
before.
Okay,
She-
okay.
How do you react to this?
Okay, so
25.
just the
25?
fact that it's in Sylvan, I'm just gonna be like, who are you?
I mean, she was writing in celestial on her body.
Well, yeah, but like Celestial, I don't know. I don't know the language. Like I do know it, but my character's like, what is this? But yeah,
You're figuring it out.
I'm gonna say to her like, who are you?
Someone who's good at reading people.
This is much better than reading people.
So what did I see? So I did a 25 insight. What did I see?
Whatever was written on that paper, you glance at it and you can't read it. It's a language you don't understand.
I turn like completely.
No, like I just want to know what she's doing.
Yeah.
I know that I'm not trying to look at the paper because I'm not trying to be snoopy.
I know, but like given the circumstance, this is what happens. Is you glance down at the paper, it's a language you don't understand, but you glance over at her, she seems all of a sudden very guarded, very, like, all the walls are up. She almost seems like to be on the defensive. Something's up.
My gray blue is now a little bit extra pale.
She looks, she's like, I've seen enough people. I've interacted
I don't
with
want to
enough
know what she's about to say or mean.
individuals to be able to understand and to read them. Say it's natural intuition.
Oh, the magical intuition. Good fucking lord. You just read her like a bloody open book. Lord have mercy. I'm just kind of like looking in between these two, and I'm just like, God damn.
She's like, then I'll uphold my end of the deal for you anyway. I like you.
Remember you?
That
She
was
looks-
not the deal.
She says 1,500 gold for a tattoo of your choice.
Get the tattoo.
This is all the special stuff, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, this is what the special stuff. She said a tattoo of your choice.
Oh man.
She looks over to you, Talavin. Want to play a game?
1,500. I don't have 1,500 gold.
I know neither one of us do. I look intrigued because I'm curious now. Like I want to know.
Zuma's just looking clueless right now, and Wyatt is just shaking his head. He's like, "Don't do it, don't do it, don't do it. She'll beat you from the back of her hand. Don't do it." And Jacob's head is now on the table, and you are pretty sure he might be in that twilight sleep.
Well, that would be okay with me. I don't need everybody knowing.
Oh.
I look very interested, and I'm like, same deal as hers?
Of course.
Huh.
I wouldn't try and give one a deal without the other. As long as I win, of course.
I'm good with it. I'm good. I'm okay. We can try.
Very well. She makes an insight check on you.
I make a deception check on her.
Go ahead.
Fuck, she probably just
What's
got
her
so
stats?
high.
Is it like
Yeah, I need to know.
plus 19?
So wait a second. Are you adding anything onto this? Do I add anything onto this?
Yeah.
There's a deception up there. Oh no, that's only a +3.
Oh no.
No, I didn't succeed at all
Unnatural 20.
for deception. Well, you're doing better than I did.
She folds her hands and she looks at you for a second. She says, she looks.
So this is Sophia being all like, no, Talavin is not. I'm not good at the straight
You
face.
had a favorite sibling. Am I right?
You tell me. Are you right?
No, I'm saying you had a favorite sibling. Am I right? Looks.
Did I though? Yeah. I just take a sip. I'm like, yeah.
She looks this brother. She kind of nods. She does another insight check on you.
I mean, honestly, they're both my favorite.
Do you try and deceive? Do you try and
I mean, I rolled a natural 20 on the last one. Like,
This is unnatural.
unnatural. This is already garbage.
Unless she rolls super poorly.
18.
28.
What the hell is her deception?
Well, she
Mother
does
of...
have the tattoos that add her.
I mean, the highest is a 20, so she's got to have like an 8+.
Probably.
God damn, I'm gonna have to
She looks at you and she
Goddamn
says,
tattoos.
recently experienced a very great loss, and it's left you wanting. And it's left you curious. And it's left you alone until recently.
I take a sip, but I ask, I'm like, perhaps you can tell me what I'm wanting.
What you're wanting?
I mean, she's the one that said, left you wanting. I mean, maybe she knows. Maybe she's the answer to all of my base questions. Just take her with me into my dreams. Sorry, that was all Sophia.
She's like, you need to take a better sip than that. I know I'm right. She's like, okay, let me see if I can figure out what you're wanting. She gazes into your eyes, gold against gold. You just feel this unnatural coldness as she looks into you. You trying to see?
I mean, not with a 15, I'm not.
27.
This is all Sophia. Sophia's mad. Talavin doesn't. She's just.
Yeah. She wiped your lip and thinks hard for a second. She said, you're still trying to figure out what it is that you want. You want a lot of different things. You want to help, protect, save, learn.
Sophia's eyes get a lot wider.
But something's holding you back. Am I right?
Just takes a drink.
One final insight check on you.
God, there's no point. Unnatural 20 again. That's gonna do me goddamn nothing. What did she get? I want to know. A 29, a 30? Did she get the 30?
She also got an unnatural 20.
Oh, fuck.
Wait, that means that you tied.
Yeah, but she's still gonna get something right. Good Lord.
Shoot.
Talavin's just been like looking at her calmly the entire time, taking her sips of wine, knowing she's beat in her mind, but not wanting to accept defeat yet.
Takes a second. Looks. Takes out another scroll of parchment. Writes something. Scribbles it down. Rolls it up. Slides it across the table. It's in the language that you didn't realize you could read.
God, she knows how to what language.
How does she know this stuff?
I don't know how she knows.
And it says, you learned you could read this. And somehow you're okay with it.
I put it back and I'm just like, and I down the rest of my wine.
Ma, you were very good.
Not gonna lie, it was a little unnerving, but I am very impressed.
Well, that's just one of my many parlor tricks. And she takes the one, she downs it, she... Same deal. Thank you for playing. Any tattoo you'd like is now 1,500 gold. Thanks for playing.
Lost your bag. I don't even have 1,500 gold.
We need to like, if I had spent all that bloody money D-Day, I would have 1,500 gold. I'd have more than
Should
that.
we go find another crocodile?
I mean, I know, but she says she's leaving tomorrow.
We have tonight, and we're tipsy.
She kind of shuts Wyatt.
Oh, gosh,
Jake,
my face is
like,
so
you two
red.
get up. And at some point, dinner did kind of come to you guys. And, it was very simple meat. Something that resembled a potato, but it had this kind of lumpy on a couple of different sides. Not a very impressive greenery set that went along with it. And after you all have dinner, she kind of shoves Jacob and Wyatt and I'm like, okay, so let me climb on top of you. I will. Like, actually, you know what? At which point, she puts her hands on the table, leaps up in one fluid motion. She lifts herself up onto the table, and with one quick jump and skip, she goes from being folded underneath the table to back out onto the main.
This girl is interesting. I want her to travel with us.
No, she's going down
Yes.
to meet my other character.
Well, are you ready for your tattoo now,
Discount.
or shall we resume in the morning?
I'm afraid even with your discount, I don't not
Don't
have
say
the
that. Where am I
funds.
I'm gonna go. Shh. I'm about to go get some more gold. That's what I'm about to do. I don't care what it takes.
We'll try to acquire the funds by tomorrow morning.
Oh, it's fun's an issue. She kind of takes a second. She actually puts her elbows on to give you all this look.
Oh, yes.
Tell you what. Why don't I make a deal instead?
I nod.
I've already made a deal once.
I mean, I'm ready to make some more deals at this point. My whole life story just got laid out in front of me like a pancake.
This looks so red.
Mine's red.
Okay, sorry. What's your
She
proposition?
looked up. She's leaning forward and she's like, I am traveling south, but if I have a reason to travel north, for whatever reason, if I had just so happened to come across you guys, you all will owe me a favor.
Alright. Oh, wait. No, wait. Would my character agree so easily?
You can think about it.
I agree immediately. I'm like, sure, favor, bet, tattoo, definitely. Not like that, but like, I kind of nod and I'm like, that sounds fair.
Yes, tattoo.
Because
I have
technically,
tattoo.
a favor
What's
is probably like my skills, her skills. I mean, that's an even trade. I mean, unless she wants me to fucking steal something for her, which, I mean, fuck it, it's a tattoo. Steal it anyway. But I just kind of nod and I'm like, that
What
seems...
do you want? We can go right now if you're not too inebriated. I know my hand is as steady as it'll ever be.
I'm gonna get Jasper tramp stemmed up now.
Oh my God. I'm gonna get Malik written across my boobs.
Malik!
In obsidian.
No! I was just joking. I'm sorry.
Okay, so, I agree. Like, no, I want to get a tattoo right now.
Alright, which one do you want? As she kind of, and Zoom at this point, he's kind of like lulling off to sleep a little bit. And she's like, oh, he's so cute.
I kind of like turn towards Zoom and I kind of like grin and I like agree with her. I'm like, he's adorable.
Let's go ahead and take him upstairs first, shall we?
Yes, okay. I'm gonna like kind of lean, I'm gonna kind of like lift his shoulders up and like scooch out with him, helping him get up a little bit.
We're still by the booth, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna stay sitting in the booth for a minute just to kind of sulk and think.
Wyatt is also with you.
I'm gonna
and
take the
Jacob
key,
kind of
'cause
a
you
little
have
bit
it.
passed out right in front of you.
I took the room key from...
Okay.
Okay.
You all go upstairs, open up the door, and you see one candle is lit, and you hear quick footsteps. She kind of takes a second and kind of glances around. She's like,
Mice.
make a deception check.
Fuck.
Not against Nessie.
Yeah, really. She's gonna annihilate me. It's a 15.
Yeah, 27. She just kind of gives you this sideways look, kind of reaches over and, not painfully, but kind of lifts Zoom's head in such a way that he kind of lulls up as she looks at you, lets his head drop back again. She's like, yeah, bipedal mice.
I kind of just like... and then we help Zoom and I like...
Guides him over and kind of carefully lays him on the bed.
I take out his blanket from his pack and I tuck him in.
She adjusts him appropriately, helps lift him on, helps tuck him in. She takes a second and she looks over at the side table where there's a candle. And she just kind of gives this look. She kind of gives a nod. She says, don't worry, I'll figure it out. And walks out.
I'm going to follow after. I'm going to close the door.
And interesting that, hang on, make a quick constitution saving throw.
Fuck me. 7.
You're wobbling a little bit.
Come, I had like 1 or 2.
You took 4 shots.
No, it was 1 cup. It was a 1 cup, and I had maybe a half a cup before then.
Well, all of you drank essentially 2.5, maybe 3 bottles of wine between all of you.
She drank most of it. That's bullshit.
Yes,
That's absolute
you're not,
bullshit.
You're not tipsy, you're not drunk, but there are a couple times where you have to take a second. You look over, she's walking straight as an arrow.
I grumble under my breath. It's bullshit.
And she kind of starts walking down the stairs. She's like, need help?
No, I'm good.
You take that first step, make a dexterity. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh! 19 plus 4, 23. I'm gonna walk down them stairs like a champ.
I those the stairs like
Bam!
that.
I'm gonna go face first like a boss.
She heads down the stairs. You both do. Nora, what do you do in the meantime?
Quick question. Was wisdom, I'm being vain, was the color like that a light opalescent for wisdom?
Wisdom is jade.
Jade, is that the light green?
Yes.
So I have pause. Like, so it doesn't have to be a word and still do something.
Yeah.
It has to be a certain
All of the
size.
swirls that you saw on her arm, essentially, whenever she flexed and invoked whatever it was that she did, it illuminated all of them, revealing that they were all arcane in some nature.
Yes. Will you start that timer, please? Oh, yes. No, I'm not gonna do anything really. I'm staying very tense and just kind of like, am I really that easy to read? And like, just not wanting anything to give away. Like, how could she possibly have known all of this? Just
Wyatt actually sees this, and he shoves Jacob off to the side, and he's like, and he's in no way intoxicated, but his cheeks are just a tad flush, and he actually pulls down his hood, and he kind of pulls out his hair a little bit, and he just kind of rubs his temples, and he's like, look, don't let it get to you. She does this all the time. Mostly, it just messes with people, messes with their heads.
I kind of look at him and like, I don't want to look like panicked, but I'm kind of panicked a little bit. I'm just like, because my life is in danger, and she was just able to be like, hey,
She was just like,
you're gonna die, friend. Like, so yeah, I'm pretty shook. So I just kind of look at him and like disbelieving, like wide-eyed, not like wide-eyed, but like intense.
Yeah. He just kind of nods and he's like, she has that effect on people. It's a natural thing.
I'm gonna like,
oh my god.
thank you. Some things I would have
She
rather her
is
not
really
said.
good about keeping secrets. She's really good about not talking about certain things. I don't even know if everything that she says is true. Based on your reaction, it seems like whatever she said then was true, but I don't know where she's from. I don't know what exactly it is that she did or used to do. She's hard to read, and definitely knows how to read people. It's just a thing she can do. And if you asked, she'd probably help. I'm gonna give you a little smirk saying, she helped us out.
That's good to know. Can probably tell from my reaction that I'm very shocked.
You
A
should
shaky
see her
breath.
come up with, yeah, other people here. It's kind of amusing. People bet 100 gold that she can't read, and then all of a sudden she tells her whole life story. I don't know how she knows. Kind of rubs his face, and it's like, it's scary how easy she reads people, but
So she read you then? I just kind of like look off to the side and just kind of like swirl the wine in the wine glass. I'm gonna pretend with my tea.
What was the part you said before that?
Oh, I said, like, so I guess she gave you a reading then. As accurate as mine.
Oh yeah, that's that's how she helped Jacob acquire me.
I'm not there, sorry. That was just Sophia being... That's funny.
Was it in this town?
It was when I was on my way back. It was deal gone wrong on their part. Challenged her, didn't stand a chance. She was whispering in Jacob's ear, telling him what to say. It wasn't until later that I met her. But, you know, she told him the right things to say. And it saved my life.
So,
I can't be mad that she can read my entire story in my face or my eyes. It's just something she does.
so she is trustworthy then? At least from your perspective.
Hey, what was that?
I said, so she is trustworthy then, at least from your perspective.
She's probably the most trustworthy. She's, everything she does is deliberate. She never lets anything slip.
Okay, I kind of relaxed just a little bit. I'm just kind of like, still like, okay, she just like did that.
It kind of takes a second. It's like, if you are running from something, instead of getting that tattoo, you probably ask for a favor in return, a favor for a favor, and see if she can figure something out. Goodness knows she knows way too much. At this point, you all are actually coming down the stairs.
I'm still looking for a tattoo. I'm sorry.
But yeah, I'm just telling you what you all are doing. You all kind of walk by the table and see them kind of in conversation, and you head outside where she begins unlatching the contraption on the back, begins setting it up.
Okay. So what did Wyatt say before that?
He essentially said, like, if you exchanged a favor for a favor, she could probably figure out if what she said is true about you needing to run from something, or if whatever's going on, she could probably help. Get information, figure whoever they are. She'd probably even get rid of them for you if you asked her.
She sounds magical AF.
Give her good entertainment tonight.
Well,
Might be sadistic, but
it's good to know someone enjoyed my pain.
I did too.
I kind of roll my eyes a little bit like, ugh.
yeah, she doesn't necessarily thrive on pain, but she certainly knows what buttons to push.
Yes. Putting others out of their comfort zone.
What was that?
I said putting others out of their comfort zone.
She loves doing that.
Kind of nod. Okay. Well, thank you for the advice. I still need to ponder, because she may not be there whenever I need help. If I need help. I kind of like am like slightly denying it in front of him, even though he knows.
He just kind of gives you this look of like, yeah, sure.
Yeah. I needed help.
And then he's like, do you need help?
Oh, you can't see. I meant to go. It didn't work out very well.
I say, I kind of look at him sadly. I'm like, I don't know. then my guard goes back up. Just a little bit. Like, I showed him, like, I am kind of scared, and I am, like, I trust Jasper, like, 100%, but he's not always there, and I need to know how to protect myself, and I'm running, and I'm scared. So I'm just, like, a tiny bit more.
I'm scared.
I'm just a little bit scared. I don't say it like that. That's the look that I, like, kind of, like, I don't know. And then just kind of, like, blink again, and the sadness is gone. Back to, like, more.
Damn it. That says I'm not finding anything.
Well, you can get a tattoo and then nail down the exact design later.
I know, but I want to like have like a general idea of what I'm looking for.
Okay.
If you want help, I mean, travel together for not too long, but I'm sure it wouldn't take very much to convince this one to go a little bit more on the road.
I nod slowly, and I say,
No pressure or anything, but it's gonna be weird not traveling with more people.
Yeah, I'm gonna say, thank you for your offer, but I'm afraid that if you stay with us, it may put you in harm's way needlessly.
Jacob would say that's our everyday.
But you say he's a little bit crazy.
It is crazy. Kind of looks over and you can see Jacob is just kind of toppled over to the side now. And like, he's definitely crazy, but he's definitely the brains of the group.
I'm inclined to disagree.
Crazy's the best dad.
I'm inclined to disagree.
I look down and I smirk just a little bit. So like, inclined to disagree. And then, I don't know. It's more natural to do. I don't know. I look back up, it's like, oh, I don't know where we're headed next, but if our paths happen to coincide, I would not be opposed to traveling farther with you all.
Kind of gives a little smile, gives a nod. Well, I better get this off to bed. Do you want me to walk you to your room, or do you want to sit here?
I'm gonna stay here a little longer, thank you.
Are you worried that someone's going to find you and that you're going to be here alone? You're weird. Kind of comes over, kind of drags Jacob by his belt loops, just drags him over. And actually, make a perception check. You're so lost in that, so caught up in the moment that, Wyatt hoists Jacob up onto his shoulders and like, come on, you.
Oh,
Hoists him up.
it's a bromance.
And takes off walking. A little bit of Wyatt's side is exposed, as well as Jacob's. But you're so lost.
No!
Where am I at this point? Where am I?
Outside getting a tattoo!
Fuck! I'm about to sneak in that room. Breaking in. Goblin style.
Destroying any hope of us traveling together in the future.
And good sleep. You're left there alone with your thoughts.
Okay. As Sophia's very rapidly searching for a tattoo.
There's so many good ones.
Well, while you think about that, after a while, you receive your tattoo, and we can discuss the details of that in the morning.
It's not what. It doesn't matter what I like. We could.
It does matter.
We could get a matching tattoo.
I mean, that you're going to get something that I like, though. Are you going to like something that I like?
I was thinking about getting like a neck tattoo that looks like lace and travels down my arms. Just slightly.
But I want it down like my side.
It's up to you.
No, I'm just like, well, I mean, yeah, that's what it looks like, but I don't know how would you like talk about like what it's gonna mean or like what it's gonna do? I don't know what color I want it.
That's up to you. All of that's up to you. Whatever you want it to mean, whatever you want it to symbolize. All you know is that Nessie's hand feels like smooth butter against your skin, and for the love of all good things, it doesn't even feel like she's penetrating the skin. Maybe it's the wine, maybe it's something, but holy smokes. All of a sudden, whenever you blink, you've got a tattoo.
Works for me.
It's pretty much painless, the entire process. You're not even sure how she did it.
And I think I want to go with like, actually, never mind. I'm not going to make that decision yet.
No, you can make your
You
decision.
can make that decision whenever you wake up in the morning and you go to the tattoo.
And I go and I see that I have a tattoo.
Are there
Okay.
are there any white gem dusts that help with wisdom? Maybe
Yeah, like, so, like, why don't you explain some of that to us so maybe I can help pick.
either that.
And so Ruby is you get a permanent +1 to strength.
Hold on. Whoa, hold on.
+1 to dexterity.
Hold
You
on.
gotta be ready. You gotta be ready for me. You asked for
Should I
the
change
information I
pages?
am bound to
Ruby strength.
produce, to give, to bequeath, and then you're not ready for me? How dare you?
Well, usually you're not ready that fast.
Ruby is permanent +1 to strength. Emerald, permanent +1 to dexterity. Diamond is a permanent +1 to constitution. Jade is a permanent +1 to wisdom. Sapphire is permanent +1 to intelligence. Aquamarine is a +1 to charisma. Then there's this opal, which is kind of inlaid with this red. It's called a fire opal, and it gives you fire resistance. And then there is a black sapphire, which she didn't show you these particular tattoos, but all you know is that.
You said a what sapphire?
Fire. Black sapphire. And this one is resistant to cold.
So she doesn't have, like a black obsidian? Damn it.
No.
You said black sapphire is cold resistant?
Yes.
You said diamond is intelligence? No. The
Diamond is
charisma?
constitution.
Constant, damn.
Charisma is aquamarine. Sapphire is intelligence.
Let me
You
check.
can get multiple colors too. I mean, I assume that she'll let her.
She's letting you get one color.
Okay, my bad.
This is fine. Hold on. I also wanted that. Damn. I'm gonna have to owe her a couple of favors.
Not sure it works that way.
Intelligence. What color is intelligence?
We can
Sapphire.
decide
Sapphire. What is that? Like a blue?
Intelligence. Yeah, it's a blue. It's a nice rich blue.
Well,
Often
how about we take until next time to decide what tattoo?
I already have the tattoo. That's what it's gonna be.
Which one?
This
All you
one.
know is that
The
you
whole
go
thing?
back up to your rooms after a certain amount of time, and eventually pass into unconsciousness. And that's where we'll leave off for tonight.
Mercy.
I wanted to see their tattoos. They're
Can
matching
we-
tattoos. You should have been there.
I should have been there. I was getting a tattoo. You should have been paying attention.
I was.
No, you were not.
I was too. I got a 2. I got a 3. I got a 5. 2.
Damn, she's really rolling low. Like, she's not
7.
ever gonna see these damn tattoos.
12. 17. I got a 17.
Please let me see the tattoos.
What were the tattoos?
Did they look look like they were matching? Just like from my glance. No, I got very low.
Okay, this aquamarine is really charisma.
Okay.
My
Alright.
intelligence and my dexterity are the lowest.
Yes.
The emerald's kind of pretty.
Oh. Thanks for watching.